Okay, I still have Watcher muted. Um, so we're still waiting on some people to come in. So far, we just got Cher and Taffy. Um, so we'll wait. I'm going to go ahead and unmute Watcher. So um, before we start, Watcher, I'm going to wait for some people to come in. And then I want to kind of say some things before we start. Hey, Ruth Ann. Hopefully notifications are working. Hey, Junebug. As we know, notifications aren't working either. But yeah, Watcher's our special guest. There's Ohio Gal. Hello. Yeah, people are starting to come in. I just want to say a little something before we get going so that the chat runs smoothly and we don't get distracted and stuff and that we stay on topic. Hey, Nico. Cher said she'll be back, so I don't think she's in here yet. So we'll just wait a little bit. But I am so thankful that you came on, Watcher. I know this was requested by you, so I'm probably going to let you kind of take charge on it because I know this is something you focus on and is so close to your heart. But yeah, Hey, Wombat, my Wombat. Watcher, you don't know Wombat, but he is so dear to all of our hearts. And he took a break for a little bit, but he is just so special to me. And so it's just so good to see him. We love our Wombat. He's from Australia. Um, so yeah, I'm just waiting for some people to come in, a few more, and then I'll say what I have to say, and then we'll take off. One thing I want to say, I might say this again throughout, but if I am not, if I miss some of you when we're in the bigger chats, busier chats, say Jason's or Greeno's, please don't take that to heart. It's accident, total. Hey, Yorkie, it's total accident. I probably don't see you because the chat moves so fast. And obviously, we've dealt with a lot of trolls. Jason's, I guess, you know, I didn't see the trolls' comments, but I saw a lot of deleted messages, and I wasn't a mod there. But you know, we've been dealing with a lot of trolls, so I've been, you know, but I never ever intentionally not try to, you know, say hey to any of you guys. So if I do miss you guys, it's totally by accident. I want you all to know that. I'll probably say that again because not everybody's here yet. Yes, Grotto's really good. Jason's wonderful. You know, Grotto made a post today on Jason's page. You know, they did a great job last night. You do have to be thick-skinned to run a YouTube channel. That is for sure. Well, guys, yeah, I've got a big surprise too, sometime through tonight. But I also want to wait until people are here for that. Wait just a little bit longer. Kind of want to wait for a few more people. Thanks, Ruth. I try to be. I really do. I try to be, but it's hard when you're in a chat. And I keep forgetting to ask Greeno if he will put slow mode on his chat. Slow mode's a little bit easier. Hello, Sapphire. Who all got snow that lives around me? I don't know that anybody's in the chat that lives around me, but I got some snow today. I know Randy did. I hopped in his chat for a little bit. We didn't get a lot. Looked like we were getting a lot, but we didn't get a lot. But we got some. Makes my woods look pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and say this. I might have to say it again. The case we're talking about is probably going to say it wrong, Watcher. Amber Tuccaro. And so I kind of want to stay on topic. So I don't want to talk about Delphi. I don't want to talk about, I want to stay on this topic. When we're done, then we can talk about, whatever. But I don't want any distraction, during the case. I know, that usually happens here in other chats. So if anybody wants to talk Delphi or anything else, let's kind of keep that to the end. I just want to kind of stay focused on this right now. That's pretty much what I wanted to say. I may have to say it again because as people come in, but I think we can go ahead and start. And Watcher, I'm going to let you, if you don't mind, take off on it.
Okay, you ready?
We're ready.
When you say take off, I'm going to take off.
You take off.
Okay, our case is Amber Tuccaro. I've heard it's pronounced both ways, Tuccaro. So I really don't know exactly how it's supposed to be said, but I say Tuccaro. So, Amber Tuccaro, she was a Mikisew Cree First Nation from Canada, Alberta. She was adopted into this family when she was a baby. She was born on January the 3rd, 1990. Her mom's name was Tootsie. She had 4 older brothers, so she was the only girl. And she had a 14-month-old son. His name was Jacob. So what happened was Jacob and Amber she wanted them to have their own home. She didn't want to stay in the home with her family. She wanted to be independent and live on her own. So she went to this place called Unity House. And from what I gather, it's sort of like a group home type thing where she met this girl that she goes on this trip with. And this girl, I've only heard her identified in one place, so I'm not 100% sure. And I'm not going to identify her. I'm just going to say her friend. So anyway, she takes her son, this friend, female friend. They fly to Edmonton, Canada. And it was for a weekend trip. I've heard and read. Some people say it was for a medical appointment. Some people say it was for shopping. Some people say it's never really been confirmed exactly what they were there for. But they decided to stay outside the city for a cheaper hotel room. And it was in Nixu, I think is how you pronounce it, Nixu, which is right outside, about 20 minutes outside of Edmonton. And that was on 8/17 of 2010. Sometime in the evening on 8/18, 2010, for some reason, it's never been said as to why she did it, where she was going. Some people say she was going to get food. Some people say she wanted to go to the city on her own. Nobody really knows or has said why she did this. But between 7:30 and 8, Amber decides that she is going to hitchhike to the city of Edmonton, which is 20 minutes away. So, and her mom had told her if ever she was in a cab by herself, or she told her not to hitchhike, but she said if she ever did and felt funny, that she needed to act like that she was on a phone call, whether she really was or not, that she needed to act like she was on a phone call. So, whenever she's picked up by this unknown male, this friend that was with her seen the vehicle that she got into. So she knew what the vehicle looked like. And she gets into this vehicle, and almost immediately, and I've heard it said and read it both ways, some people say her brother called her, some people say she called her brother. Her brother was in prison at this time, so the phone call was automatically recorded. And it recorded all 17 minutes of the phone call. However, the only thing that has been released is 61 seconds of this phone call. I do not know why that is the case. You never hear her brother speak in the phone call, so it doesn't say whether the phone call has been edited for that purpose. But you do hear the man that took her, and you hear Amber, and Amber is repeating everything that he's saying, and so that it's heard very clearly where he's going. She knows she's in trouble, and she's repeating everything that he's saying. She was supposed to be going north to the town of Edmonton. However, he is not taking her north. He is taking her southeast. And it is presumed that there's actual maps and such that he is taking her parallel to the highway that goes into Edmonton, but he's taking back roads, and there's only one gravel road, and they presume that that's where he is taking her. He's trying to disorient her, trying to confuse her. She questions him. He tells her first that they're going south, then that they're going north. And in fact, they were going south. She knew that they were not going the right direction.
Watcher.
Yes. Yes.
Hi, hey Mel. Hey Lake, honey. It's okay. Do you want me to play that phone call?
Yes, please.
For people in case they didn't watch the links. Okay, I've got to find it here. Which one it was. Let me look here. Let me shut this off, and then it's in one of these links. Okay, it's right here. Let me get to the part. Okay, just 1 second, guys. I'm going to share the screen. I had to play a little bit of this to get to it.
And the unknown male driver of the vehicle.
Where are we by? We're just heading south of Beaumont, or north of Beaumont. We're heading north of Beaumont. Yo, where are we going? No, this is a... Are you fucking kidding me? You better not take me anywhere I don't want to go. I want to go into the city. Kidding. Yo, we're not going in the city, are we? No, we're not. Yeah. So where the fuck are these roads going to? It's 50th Street. 50th Street. Are you sure? Absolutely. Yo, where are we going? 50th Street. 50th Street? 50th Street. East, right? East. Over town. Bravo.
rather than driving into the city of Edmonton.
Okay, hold on, guys. Sorry. Okay. Okay, I don't know why it's still sharing on my YouTube. Okay, there, it went off. Okay, guys. Now, real quick before Watcher takes over again, that phone call was, the reason they got that recording is her brother had called her from a remand center, which is jail, and all of those phone calls are recorded. So luckily, you know, that's why that phone call was recorded. And real quick, I'm going to repeat what I repeated earlier because not everybody was in here. I also want to make sure I didn't miss anybody coming in. I think I got everybody. Mel, Lake. Yeah. Okay. So, and I don't think I'll have any problem with you guys, but, and if there's people watching in the background that happen to pop in, is I just asked everybody to stay on topic. You know, we always somehow end up on Delphi, or something. And I'm just asking that we don't until after this is over, we're done talking, then we can talk about whatever. So other than that, thank you all for being here, and back to you, Watcher.
So, as far as the timeline, when she doesn't return by the next morning, her friend on 819 calls Tootsie. That's her mom's nickname. They call her Tootsie. She calls her because she knew she was such a good mother, she would not leave that child. So she called her. And I've heard both that the mom called RCMP and that the Unity House called RCMP. But either way, somebody notified the police. And the police dismissed it totally. They said that she was just out partying in the city and she would be back and not to worry about her. That they wouldn't even take a report for up to 24 hours, and just totally dismissed the whole entire situation. After she was missing for 2 weeks on 9/4/2010, RCMP announced that Amber, they announced this publicly, that she was not in any danger and she was just in Edmonton partying and having a good time. And so they then decided that they would remove her from the missing persons list. And a whole month passes, nothing is done on the case, nothing. And in the meantime, Tootsie is petitioning them, she is begging them, she is harassing them to put her back on the missing persons list, telling them that she is not out partying, she would not leave her child. And during this month, also another absolutely catastrophic thing happens, and that is all her personal items that were left in the hotel, they were never photographed, they were never searched for evidence, they were never nothing. They were destroyed. So if there had been any evidence, it was gone. So it took Tootsie 2 years to get her put back on the missing persons list. And in 2012, they come out publicly and stated that they did believe that she was murdered. And they released the 61-second audio clip. And like I said, that's 17 minutes. From end to end, that is 17 minutes. But we only got to hear 61 seconds. There's been many, of course, rumors and such as to what the other minutes contain. The care team was formed in response to this case, and that is a specialized team to investigate crimes, especially when it's related to natives. And they took over the case. This area where Amber Tuccaro's partial remains was eventually found, they were found 4 days after the recording was released, and on September the 1st of 2012. She'd been missing for 2 years. They only found her skull in the field, and which was strange considering that they didn't look here to begin with, considering they'd already found 3 other people here from 2002 to 2004. They'd found 3 other people, and then in 2015 they found 2 more, and that was in an 8-kilometer radius of where Amber was found. 4 of the women that they found out of the 5 were indigenous. 4 of them, minus Amber, was sex workers. So there's a definite pattern there, but they will not confirm that this is a serial killer. There are 2 suspects. One they claim has been cleared, which he is my top suspect. He's very well known in the area for being a rapist. He's very well known for choking sex workers. He's been in prison. He owns a horse ranch where he openly recruited people to come to that ranch and then would attack them. So, and then also, I don't know if anybody has followed this case, but a man came forward stating that that was his dad's voice, and he knew it, and that he was guilty of not only killing Amber, but many other people in the area. But the RCMP states that the cases that he claims that his dad is guilty of have already been solved. So, and as far as the first suspect goes, 3 women separately identified him and his voice as being the one that was in the car with Amber. So that's pretty much the case, and there you go.
And Watcher, I'm sorry if I missed this part because I'm watching chat as well, but weren't there 3 women, 3 different women that don't know each other that identified the voice to the same man, and they swept that under the rug?
Yes.
Okay.
They did. Yes. They state that he is not, he has been cleared is what the RCMP states. And I'm sorry, I love law enforcement. I really do. But I find it hard to have any respect for the RCMP. And not only on this case, but also the Highway of Tears, the Tina Fontaine case, especially anything indigenous, pertaining to indigenous sex workers. I mean, it's bad here in the States, but it's horrendous there. It's horrendous. So,
Yeah.
But I find it hard to believe that 3 different women could ID the same man's voice, and repeatedly go to them and state that it is him, and they sweep that under the rug. And he is still, to this day, his last ad was September 2019 that they know of. He was still putting ads on Craigslist trying to get people to come to that ranch.
Right. And lied in those ads, said that he had people there working for him, and when people would get there, he had nobody. Hi, Mary.
Right.
Hi, Mary. So, and these women don't know each other, and they were able to say it's the same person. I mean, that doesn't happen.
And I don't know if those 3 women were I don't know if they were indigenous or not, but they were sex workers, and I think that's why they have dismissed what they've said. That's my personal opinion on it.
Now, I'm probably going to sound like the dumbest person in the world, but that's okay. Can you explain indigenous to me?
Indigenous is native, aboriginal, indigenous to the area, as in like North Carolina, Cherokee, they're indigenous to the area. And most of these indigenous people are First Nations, and the First Nations borders like the Highway of Tears in Canada. Most of those women were First Nation indigenous women, just like she's First Nation Mikisew. So most of them border these hunting grounds, so to speak, for these killers, and
Okay.
they're so beaten down, they're impoverished, they're easy pickings, I guess you would say. That's how they kind of classify them, as they're easy pickings. Nobody's going to miss
Sorry,
them,
guys.
you know.
Okay.
I call them native. Most people call them indigenous, but it's the same thing as being a native.
Okay. Thank you for explaining that. Sorry, guys. I meant to take my thing off a long time ago. Even though I look like, you know. Yeah, there's snow here too. Greeno, not that much. I thought there was going to be a lot, but probably not even an inch. So, yes, I am well, Mary. I hope you are. I hope everybody is doing well. Yes, this was a very sad case. I could barely watch the mama talk. And to see how Ellie handled it was, very, it was horrible. And I hate when parents go to them about their children and they do nothing. And they say, well, that really bothers me. Thanks, Mom. But yeah, it was a it's very, very disturbing case.
If you really want to be disturbed, this one is disturbing, but the Tina Fontaine case, read that one sometime and see how they failed her.
What was it? I'm sorry.
The Tina Fontaine case.
Okay. I don't think so, Greeno. They didn't know each other. Quit playing devil's advocate. I got one of those that do that all the time. I don't know how he was cleared, Junie. In my opinion, and I don't like to bash Ellie either. I know there's bad cops in every agency. That doesn't make all of them bad, but it sounds like this agency just doesn't want to do anything. They just want to turn a blind eye and say, nah, not that guy. Nah, not that guy. Nah. In my opinion, I don't think they really looked into anything. That's just my opinion.
Well, just like I was telling you earlier about the Highway of Tears, explain this discrepancy. How does the RCMP say, oh, there's 1,200 people missing? Just 1,200 people. But the First Nations say there's over 4,000. That's almost 3,000 people they're totally disregarding.
Yeah. Right. That's sad. I don't know why my tags didn't work either for this. Supposed to be highlight, show up in blue. YouTube is really upsetting me lately. People's not getting notifications. We can't, if somebody makes a comment that, has a certain word in it, the mods can't make them show up. What else is going wrong? Well, we couldn't get StreamYard to work earlier to get Watcher in here. Yeah, me too, Mary. I'm counting the days down too. Anyways, yeah, YouTube, and you can complain to YouTube, and it doesn't do any good.
And this
Green
and
Wall. I'm sorry.
go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna, while it was on my mind, I was gonna ask Greeno when he does his shows if he would please. He doesn't have to. It's his channel. Put his chat on slow mode. Because your chat goes pretty fast, gets a lot, and slow mode would help. But it's your channel. I'm just asking. That's not what I wanted you to stick around for, though. I need to ask you because some people was asking us to do something tomorrow. But anyway, go ahead, Watcher.
Oh, I was just going to say, there were 5 women total found where she was found in basically the same area. And they haven't got near the press as what she's got. In their defense, she's got a lot of press due to her mom. I mean, it's all due to her mom. But these other 4 women, no press, no nothing.
Yeah. And her mom has really pushed, and she said she's going to keep on pushing. Hey, Stephanie. It's okay. And her brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really sad.
And they did issue an apology. July 25th, 2019, RCMP issued a public apology to the family for mishandling the case. Sorry, we didn't look for your dead daughter, but anyway.
Yeah, but they rudely, I don't know if anybody watched that. I linked it. They rudely got up and left. So she rejected their apology, and I would have too.
She sure did.
Because it was
absolutely.
It was a lame, excuse my language, a lame ass apology. They didn't mean it. I mean,
no, they didn't.
Yeah, Jenny, that is very interesting.
That was all to save face. Well, what I found interesting is that they found her 4 days after they released the audio clip.
Yeah.
That's what I found interesting.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. So
I think they knew. I don't know. I just find that very strange timing. I just really do.
It is strange. Well, everybody give.
But I'm telling you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
People are tired of this. People are tired of this. I mean, I am. I'm tired of it. This is my people, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it.
What about my settings, Greeno? Hey, love. What's wrong with my settings, Greeno? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Is that what you were talking about? We like big words in here, Greeno. Is that what you were talking about, though? I keep forgetting to do that. And I don't know all the fancy stuff like you, buddy. Well, Watcher has done a wonderful job. So everybody applaud her. I knew she would. Is that what you were talking about, though, Greeno? Bringing us closer. Hey, Hubs. So before Greeno, well, he said he's here till we leave, but I just want you my ADD, so I got to get it out or I forget it. I had lots of requests. Watcher, I believe, was one of them for tomorrow, which will be hard on me. But they wanted me and Greeno and whoever else to bring in the new year. I did mention that to Greeno in private. I know he's got to work, though, so I don't know if he will still be available to do that. So, yay or nay, Greeno? Waiting on him to answer. I can hear Watcher typing. Yep, Watcher's always awesome. She's a hoot, isn't she? I need to scoot over. I could do our banners in, or not, no, our brand in. Oh wow, they got new banners. I did it in a bubble. Well, that's good. Yeah, love. Well, I think she was getting it to her brother, you know, the guy. She knew he wasn't taking her where he was supposed to be taking her. I've tried that green screen. I don't know how they do it. I've tried it. I can't get the wrinkles out. I've stretched it. I've done everything. No, I haven't ironed it. I'm not an iron girl. But I can't get it right. So I just don't worry about it. No. About changing it to blue. You're going to have to tell me on the phone. I don't understand, Greeno. But what about tomorrow and bringing in the new year? You can call. We can talk about that too. Yeah, guys, if you haven't joined that group that Mel just put in here, join it. That's Watcher's group. Who's that, Sharon? And by the way, I'm just going to let y'all know for our one main troll, she's changed her name. Well, she might have changed her name again because I alerted the mod last night in Jason's chat to Rosanna Dana. She's probably already changed it again. Yes, love. Yes, we did. Yep, we sure did. Me too, Lake. That's what I do. So now I want to say what an amazing job. Okay, Sharon. Oh, okay, Sharon. Okay, Greeno. Okay, we'll talk. If I've got time in between this and your show, or we'll talk after your show if it's not too late and if I don't have to work too hard. I'm telling you, I work hard in his chat. Well, I didn't see some of the awful comments that were made, but I found out later. But well, refresh, buddy. Oh, or probably because you're editing while you're in here. But I just want to say that Carrie done a wonderful job last night. And yeah, Jason's chat got trolled bad, but I didn't see a lot of the troll comments because I was focused on Carrie. But then I had a conversation with somebody afterwards. I'm not going to name names. I was just thanking a certain person for being respectful to her because that person usually isn't. And I'm going to tell you what, there's just some people you just cannot have a normal conversation with. I mean, for a minute, we were fine, having a normal conversation. And then that person started being judgmental towards, and I said, I can't judge and I don't like to judge. And that person said, well, I can judge. I judge. That's how the world works. I said, yeah, that's right. That's pretty sad. That's what's wrong with this world. And, I mean, we went from an awesome conversation and just like that. And I said, see, what's wrong with you? I said, and then the person said, I got trolled in there. I was getting all kinds of attacks. And so then I'm like, well, look, can't even have a nice conversation with you and you just turn like this. I said, you're freaking mean. You have an attitude. You treat people like crap. I said, so if people were trolling you, you probably deserved it. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but for real, this person on a daily basis is like that. Well, then the person proceeds to tell me what one of the comments were, or many, I don't know. So then my heart started breaking for this person. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I swear I didn't see it. And I didn't. It was an awful comment. I said, I swear I would have went off on them. You know, even though this person treats people like they're this small all the time. I said, I swear I would have went off. And then I'm not going to say the rest of the conversation, or it's just going to give away who I'm talking about. But I just ended it with good night, you know. But I don't understand this person. I hate hearing this too. I hate hearing somebody say they'll never change. But honestly, this person's brain, that's the way it works. And I feel sorry for their partner because they have to live with that. On the other note, though, Carrie did do a wonderful job. I do feel bad for her. She doesn't get updates. She should. Don't think that I haven't let my sheriff know how I feel about that, because I have. And even though I support my sheriff, I support Doug Carter, I feel like I know what they're doing, why they're doing it. I know they have their reasons. It's all going to make sense in the end. But as a parent, I think I would be upset too. But I am with Incog. It's going to happen this year. I think it's going to happen really, really soon. And that is all I can say. But guys, don't listen to all this stupid, lying bullcrap that's floating around. The girls weren't killed in the mayor's barn. Those flowers were staged. Robert Lindsay had somebody put them there. They weren't killed over Derek and a drug hit. Matt Sullivan and all that crazy stuff. And Zab Girl, once she's on her show saying, so-and-so canceled, so-and-so canceled, so-and-so canceled, Kelsey canceled. Well, she didn't cancel. She just didn't show up. Well, I wonder freaking why. You got Matt Sullivan on your show, in your chat, trashing Derek, trashing the family, making up all these bullcrap lies and rumors, and you think Kelsey's going to come on your show. I feel very sorry for Carrie. I feel very sorry for Becky, Mike, Anna. No parent should have to endure what they're going through. No grandmother should. Greeno isn't the BG. Did I hear you ask if Thomas Bruce was going to be charged? Greeno? Yeah, you know, it is. You know, the thing is new people are just now coming on the case, and they're seeing all the rumors. It's not their fault. Yeah, about Ron, Ohio. I don't much let it get to me anymore. Like beating a dead horse. I'm probably missing a lot of comments. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not fair, Mary. But I want to give Jason Hebert a shout out because he did good. And some people say that when people have the families on, they're just doing that for clicks and views. I disagree with that. Because he's getting it right from the horse's mouth. I mean, what better way, right? I mean, you're getting it from them. You're not getting it from the rumor mill. You're not getting it from, you know, I mean, I don't even have the guts when I look at cases to try to contact people. I don't even have the nerve to do that. So, you know, now there's a few people with those initials, Stephanie. There's Jason Wilhelm, there's John Weaver, and then there's Jason Weiss. I know I probably shouldn't say the names. I'm sorry, but I had to figure out the people are accusing John Weaver, which that new channel, the guy that put up that video, I am bridge guy. John Weaver's not involved. That guy is my height, or maybe even a little shorter, and I'm 5 foot, and he's so skinny. You know, there's a guy on the porch of the Flora Girls that was passed around in the rumors groups, and everybody was trying to say that was John Weaver. That is not John Weaver. Hey, Incog. Oh, I know what I was. I also got to talk to Greeno about something else too. It just dawned on me. Well, I've got one now, Nico. I've got a sure one now. Surefire one. I'm not going to say who, though. And he was very local. Watcher, you're just typing away. Why aren't you just talking, girl? Yeah, but I'm not going to say. I'm not going to publicly put it out there. I hope I didn't miss anybody coming in. Cher said she was coming back. She must have got lost. And Chris. Oh, he's at church. It's Wednesday. Well, Incog, we were just talking. I was saying how great of a job Carrie did last night, and then how good of a job Jason did and does, and then that he does not do it for the clicks and the views, and that I think it's great that he brings the families on because he gets it from the horse's mouth, and that I don't even have the nerve to, when I look at cases and stuff, I don't even have the nerve to get a hold of, I don't even have the nerve to try to contact anybody to ask them to come on. Yes, love. He's never been publicly mentioned. Yeah, Jason does a great job, but I don't think he gives himself enough credit. Watcher can't get anybody to respond to her, she said. I'm sorry, Watcher. Yeah, he has.
No,
he
I
doesn't.
mean.
Oh, when you contact somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason's great. He is. I'm glad that I found his channel, and I wouldn't have found it if Watcher and DJ So Smooth Cool, or however you say it, didn't come in to whose channel? Incogs or Cats, promoting the interview with Anna. I'd have never found his channel, I don't think. I mean, I think I probably would have, probably in a recommended or something, but I love his channels. I don't always catch him live, but I do always watch just about every video, and I comment. And, and I was upset last night, and, Otto, if you're watching, I was very upset by your question that you asked me. I thought it was, excuse my language again, but a smart ass question / comment. People, if you don't like YouTubers that ask for donations, then don't go to those channels. Practically every YouTuber that I watch or I go to for sources not only ask for donations, but they have the join button and a Patreon and everything else. How do you think they have everything they have? By that. And, so, I mean, I don't know. But I know that it was, and everybody knows when I set out, I said, I'm not going to monetize. I'm not going to ask for donations. That's me. But I don't have anything against anybody else that does. A lot of people, for one, that's their job, that's their income, but it's also how they grow and get their equipment. On top of that, it is nobody's business. If you don't want to donate, don't donate. And if you don't like it that people are asking for it, don't watch their channel. If I want to donate, I will. And yes, I have. I've donated to Greeno. I've donated to Jason. I've donated to Kat. And I've donated to Gray before. And he didn't return my money, by the way. Tina was the first name, Mel. Well, Watcher, in a way, it really didn't surprise me because he's been acting really weird with me for probably a couple months. And something's happened recently. I'm not going to say because I'm not supposed to say when it comes to an end, which is very soon, then I will say. But on top of that, he's blocked me on Facebook. So it didn't surprise me when he did say it. A few people's been acting weird lately. People wonder why I have trust issues. Oh, Stephanie, I'm sorry. Wow. Yeah. It's hard to trust people. No, I don't think I'm blocked from over there. I don't know, maybe no, auto blocked me on Facebook, Stephanie. Yeah, incog. I don't know. You find out who's real and who's not, and you know. No, Ruth, he doesn't have a channel that I'm aware of. I did watch, though, Watcher, that chapter. Well, I tried to watch because Hubs was talking to me about something that happened at work. But that chapter, I know you guys have heard me say it before, but he is good too. Mike from that chapter. And I linked him actually in this case. But he did a short video on Highway to Tears. Yes, love, that's who it is. And I think he did. I think he's got a lot of videos on Canada, actually. That chapter is really good. I'm sorry, guys. I'm over here on YouTube and I'm looking at myself and it's like so delayed over here. Or StreamYard's delayed, but when I'm over here watching YouTube, it drives me crazy because I see myself from like 3 minutes ago. I don't know. But anyways, I lost my train of thought. I think I was talking about that chapter. He does a lot of good cases. I'm just reading comments, guys.
Did you see what I said about Mike in that chapter?
He drives that highway where Amber was found 3 to 5 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yeah,
that
he
about
has
me?
a great map. Yeah, he has a great map.
Well, I just love him.
Yeah, he ID'd the gravel road. He gives the number of the road. It's the only gravel road in the area, and he does the whole entire map of the area that he suspects that he was driving her to confuse her. He does that whole map of the area. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. And a lot of times, you know, when I'm like, okay, what case am I going to do? What am I, you know, or I'll just sign on YouTube and, you know, a lot of times there'll just be something and it'll just grab me. But a lot of times it'll be, you know, something he's just done will be there, or something in my notifications from him or something. I mean, he just does so good. Or a lot of times cases that I, you know, do or somebody sends me, you know, he's done it too. Oh, by the way, who has heard about, I know Mel is going to say she has, because she has talked with the lady that does the podcast Suffer the Little Children. So she's probably heard about, but I hadn't heard of this case until today. It pops up there in my thing, you know, and it's different on your phone than it is on your computer. When you get on your computer, there's all these, you know,
Yeah.
different, you know,
Mm-hmm.
baby Dylan, the mother, Jessica Rose. I haven't looked deep into it yet, but what it was court TV, and I watched 2 of the trial parts. So I don't know if it was accidental, how these bruises and fractured arm, you know, but either way, she went and hid his little body in a well. She's the one that did it, but the dad helped her, went with her to hide the body. And so is anybody familiar with that case? Had you heard of that case, Mel? It's from Ohio. Ohio gal. Have you heard of it? Are you still here? I think that might be my next case. It just kind of grabbed me when I mean, it's sad, but it just, the mom, man, on the stand, she was refusing to answer questions. She was saying, I don't remember, I don't this, I don't, you know, and she was just really a refuting witness. But then she finally said she didn't remember because she was on drugs. She said that she told her 15-year-old son that the dream catcher is the one that came down and hurt the baby. So, I mean, it's, you know, it's obviously a solved case. It looks like she's probably been sentenced as I searched it today and all, but I'm still thinking about doing it. But when I searched it, I saw Suffer the Little Children podcast. So that's how I know she's done it. Yeah, I'm just not clear if it was an accident or on purpose. But either way, she didn't call for help, and she went and put the baby in a well. Well, there's Cher Bear.
Mm.
That's okay, Cher.
Well, I've tried to get the interviews for the four missing Native men that's in Fairbanks right now. I've tried to get. I've contacted all those families trying to get them for Jason. I can't get anybody to respond back to me, and I find that so odd. Have you heard about it?
No. I've heard you talk about it. I mean, I've heard you saying you can't get...
all went missing. Yeah, they all went missing around the same time, same area, but Alaska State Trooper says they're not connected. That blows my mind. It blows my mind.
Incognito's asking Watcher, how close do you live to where Evelyn was found?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Well, I don't want to chase WOM off again, though, either, by doing too many sad cases or children's cases. I was going to say something else, too. Oh, Chris had sent me a case. This lady's daughter had... Well, they're saying that she committed suicide, hung herself. But the mother doesn't believe that. And if my mind serves me right, she says that a boyfriend did it or something. But she said she knows her daughter didn't do it. She wouldn't have done it. And she's trying to get justice. I couldn't find any information on it, which, of course, most suicides you can't, right? I guess I need to reach out to the mother, but, like I said, see, I am nervous about that. But I feel sorry for this poor mother. So that is what I'm going to have to do. I think he's at Church, Ohio. I think he's at Church, Ohio, because it's Wednesday. Isn't it, though, Cher? Isn't it? We've missed our WOM. We've got such good people here. Such good people. There's my Jean. How are you, sweetheart? I need to start doing my Zoom again, don't I? If I can find the time, though, I'm so busy. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to go live again this week other than, tomorrow night, maybe. One of my sweetest ladies at church lost her husband. She's so strong and inspiring. It's just like, wow, So Friday we have to go and set up the tables and everything. And Saturday's the service. And then we of course, have to serve the food. So another busy week. And then, of course, I've got to go see my grandkids. And Let's says, I think most people, let me put this up here. Oh, wow, look at that bubble. It's not bold, though. I think most people are just happy someone is helping them get their cases out and seen or heard, especially lesser known cases. I get that from a lot of who Jason interviews. They are just thankful. Yes, I agree, love. I agree. Thanks, Ruth. Up or down, doesn't matter. Oh, I have my surprise, right? You guys are not going to believe it. Okay? First of all, okay, Greeno. We'll see you over there. You guys are not going to believe it. I was set up, okay? I really was. We didn't know it was coming. We weren't ready for it.
Move.
But then, I mean, we couldn't say no. And really, I mean, you guys, well, I'm just going to show you. Like, and Stitchy Widgets isn't here. He's been waiting too. Okay. Oh, he's right behind me. You don't know how many times that I call this little thing Ollie. Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Do you guys believe it? And he only weighs 3.8 pounds. My baby Ruskus. I bawled my eyes out, you guys.
What's the name?
Ruskus. Baby Ruskus. But you know, it was hard, you guys. It was hard with Ollie. But my husband took it the hardest. I mean, hard. My husband don't cry. And I mean, he couldn't sleep. He couldn't eat. He was crying every day. So we got this little guy. And he does help us heal. He's got a different personality, but yet the same, because he follows me everywhere. He doesn't bark as much yet. He's been to the vet. He's all healthy. Got blood work. Got all his shots. But he's as big as he's going to get. And he's 2 years old too. But that's my surprise. I was so sad though, you guys, because I saw Watcher. She posted something about, did they find that Yorkie, Watcher?
The one on the mountain, the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
I haven't. If they have, I haven't seen it.
Well, that broke my heart.
Oh, it's bad. That's bad.
No, Taffy, he's a Yorkie. See? He's just got a shag. He don't have a cut with his ears up. I like the shag, but when I get him, like when I got Ollie groomed, he had the ears up. When you get him groomed, then it's so neat. It's weird because when they do the cut, then their ears stand up. He likes his sisters, though. Ollie was so mean to his sisters. He was the boss of the house. I know, Stephanie. I know, Ruth. You guys, it's so hard because they're not just animals. They're our kids. He hiked on Ollie's cross tonight. I said, you little turkey. Dad's got him so spoiled already, but he does a lot of things. Ollie does, like he sits in the chair behind me when I'm on here. So that's my surprise. Hi, West. Oh, Watcher, I'm sorry. Welcome, Kat. I hope you saw my surprise. He's gone now. He went to Dad or to my mama. He loves Mama's bed like Ollie did. I actually call him Ollie a lot by accident. So since everybody's here, I want to make my other announcement again. When we're on the bigger channels that are flying by and so big, I'll get to you in a minute, Sharon. Like Jason's or Greeno's or, you know, if I miss you guys, and, you know, and I don't holler out to you, or say I don't holler at you like I normally would or something, say I forget to do my normal, you know, with a heart or something, it's not intentional. I may miss you because it's so busy. Or it's never it's never intentional. I muted you for a minute, Watcher. It's never ever intentional, guys, ever. So if I do, please don't ever take that to heart. It's just that it's so busy and I missed you, or, you know, and when I'm in the big chats and I'm a mod, man, I'm telling you, these trolls. So I'm just working hard. Don't ever think that. You guys, you know how much you mean to me. I hope you do. So don't ever take it to heart or take it personal, guys, okay? Because I don't ever on purpose do that. Thank you, Mary. Thank you all. You're so great. I unmuted you, Watcher. You have some static going on, Watcher. Oh.
That's my headphones.
Wait a minute. We're echoing. I think. Yeah. When I talk, I'm going through you. Diddy Lake. There, it's gone now, Watcher. Oh, you muted yourself. Okay. Diddy Wink Lake. He's so cute. He is. He's still adjusting, so he's a, you know, but he's doing good. I'm sorry. I'm missing Kat's comments. Oh, I'm sorry, Kat. I'm so sorry. Oh, those are awesome breeds too, Watcher. I've had Chihuahuas. I've not had an Aussie mix, but I know people who have. So I'm going to take a vote now because it might just be me by myself. It depends on Greeno's work schedule. Who wants to bring in the new year tomorrow? Say I'll come on about 11 and bring in the new year. Put a 1 if you do. Yes, they are, Kat. They are our kids. Yep, that means we have to stay up late. It's going to be hard on me. Wow, look at those ones. Yes, I do, West. That's right. If you put a 1, you better show up. And we can chat about anything as long as we're all respectful. And I'm going to take silence for Libby and Abby and Ray and Nicole and Shannon Paul and Dakota. In any case we want, we're going to take silence. But we really want 2021 to be the year. Yeah, let's not talk about 2020. We want that year. We want it gone, man. Yay, Taffy. Right, Junie. And you guys can have your coffee or your pop, or you can even have a drink. As I may have me a fuzzy navel. And I don't want people out there judging me saying, oh, she's a Christian lady, but she's going to have an alcoholic drink. Well, it's not wrong to have a drink. And baby Evelyn. All the cases. That's right. Justice 2021. Amen, Junie. Oh, it'll already be 2021? love? Right, Ruth. Well, you can still celebrate with us, love. Yeah, they're so good, Lake. And they're not hardly, there's not much alcohol in them. You know me, West. I don't care. Okay, well, then I will be live at 11 o'clock and we'll bring in the new year. Wow, love. So that'd be Yorkie too. And Wom is, what time is it there, Wom? I think he's behind us. Okay, Watcher. I'm getting ready to sign off anyway. Thank you so much for coming on, though, girl. You've done a great job. Yeah. Yep, Watcher. I got to let mine out, too. Yes, love. I hope you celebrate with us, Yorkie. I hope you all celebrate. Good night, Terry. Thank you for coming. Thank you all for coming. You're all so wonderful. You know that. I love you all so much. Oh, 11 hours ahead. Okay. Oh, Wom's ahead. Okay. I don't know why I thought you were behind Wom. I don't know why. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to sign off, and I'll see those of you that are going over to Greenos in about 20 minutes. And again, thank you guys for coming tonight. I love you, and God bless. I'll see you over there, or I'll see you tomorrow, 11 o'clock sharp. Okay? God bless.